Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Starr here. We are going to go through a little introduction for AP Human Geography. But before we do that, a little bit about me. This is my 15th year teaching at Park High School. Before teaching at Park, I actually worked at Target in Cottage Grove during high school and college. When I went to college, I studied at the University of Wisconsin River Falls for social studies education, and then I received my master's of education at Hamline University. I am a graduate of Park High School. I graduated in the year 2000, and I still live in Cottage Grove today with my lovely family that you can see right there. All right, you might recognize my wife if you went to Oltman. She is an English language arts teacher at Oltman Middle School. As far as contact information, if you need to get a hold of me, the quickest way to do that is either by email or by messaging me on Schoology. All right. If you need something quickly, if you have questions about an assignment or whatever it may be, that is the fastest way I can probably get back to you relatively quickly. If you have something that you need a little bit more help with, or you need a little face-to-face contact, as far as it's tough for you to describe something that is an issue here, you can definitely set up an office hour appointment with me. Our office hours are Monday through Thursday from 2:45 to 3:30. And so if you message me on Schoology or email me, I can set you up an appointment during that time period. And I'll send you a Google Meet link so that we can talk face to face. As far as the class, AP Human Geography is a College Board Advanced Placement Program class. And so this is set up to be a year-long course, which is intended to be roughly like an introductory college level course for human geography. The coursework and everything else will have a significant amount of reading and writing, and college level text is going to be used. All right. Now, the information about the course and human geography itself is going to take us through kind of 5 major ideas here. It'll take us about and kind of bring us on the idea of thinking about maps and spatial data. It'll help us to interpret and kind of look at the phenomena that we see around the world and how they are associated with one another. We can kind of recognize and interpret the scale and the relationship of different processes and patterns that we might see. It'll help us to evaluate some of the regionalization process that we might see around the globe, and also help us to kind of analyze some of the interconnections that we see amongst places on a global scale. If we take a look at what we'll actually be studying here, when we look at the units themselves, trimester 1, we start off with kind of an overview of human geography itself. Then we move into population and migration, talking about why our population is growing in different places, why it's distributed in different places, and why people are moving and migrating from one place to another. Then we get into culture. We'll be looking at kind of folk or local culture versus pop culture, and beginning into some of the other aspects of culture. And then we'll get into trimester 2. And in Tri 2, we'll continue on with culture, looking at language and religion and how they are creating different cultural ideas in different places around the globe and how they interact. We'll get into ethnicity and political organization, so talking a little bit about states and ethnic groups. And finally, we'll wrap up trimester 2 talking about agriculture and the sustainability practice of agriculture and some of the other issues that may arise with agriculture as well. Trimester 3, we look at urban places, so cities and the services located in those cities and the land use patterns of those cities. And then finally, we wrap up with a development and industry unit, kind of looking at how developed different countries are and why they're developed at different levels, and the industry and the economies of those places. And so we end up ending trimester 3 with AP Human Geography exam prep, because that will then prepare us for, hopefully anyway, the AP Human exam in May. A couple other things here about human geography. The textbook we use is James Rubenstein's The Cultural Landscape, An Introduction to Human Geography, the 13th edition, brand new textbooks for us this year. And it's not required, but in addition to the Cultural Landscape textbook, we encourage students to purchase an AP exam prep book as well. And there'll be more information about that later on. When we look at the AP exam itself, if you are enrolled in AP Human Geography, you will be eligible for possible college credit if you pass the AP exam that is administered by the College Board in May. We don't have the exact time and cost and location yet of the exam. That'll be announced later, but it is highly recommended that students take this exam, because if you're in the class, you definitely have a good shot of earning college credit. It is not required, however, and the AP exam score is not tied to the course grade at all. This year, as in other years, AP Human Geography will be delivered completely on Schoology, the learning management system that we use here. And so you can see the Schoology kind of setup of what it kind of looks like anyway. Quick note for students, do not use the Schoology app. It's just not working properly right now. So you can log on through your web browser, go to learn.swashco.org, and that'll set you up on where you need to be to get into Schoology on the web browser. Everything you need for class will be located right there in Schoology. We'll have assignments and notes and video clips and Google Meet links and reviews and study guides. Your quizzes and exams will be right there. And we will also have a link to your digital textbook. We will have a hard copy textbook for you. We also have digital textbooks for you too. Same textbook, two different places for you. Our grading scale and the fact that we do have a weighted grade. All right, so when we look at AP Human Geography, it's an 80-20 course, similar to many of the courses. 20% formative for assignments and quizzes, 80% summative on projects and exams. You can see the grading scale there. That's pretty typical at Park High School. But the one thing that we have that other courses do not, especially in ninth grade, is we do have a weighted grade for ninth grade AP Human Geography. In fact, it is the only weighted class a ninth grader can take. And so if you take a look at the chart there, if you were to get a B+ in AP Human Geography, it would be the equivalent of getting about an A in a regular class. All right, your grade is taken and multiplied by 1.2 instead of by just 1. And so that little bit of a weight bumps your grade up and hopefully makes it worth your while. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am really excited to get to know all of you, and I'm really looking forward to kind of getting into AP Human Geography. There's all kinds of exciting and interesting topics that we will be talking about, and I guarantee you will find something that kind of piques your interest throughout this year. So I hope to see you soon. Good luck.